Right, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. 45 minutes of work tonight, if you're up for it. If you're not, just do 30. And if you're new to this, maybe even just do the 15, okay, to start with. So we've got a mixture here that encompasses everybody and your abilities. And it is a basic training erg, okay? So we are just sitting on 18s, 20s, and then there's 5 minutes at 22 at the end of the second one. Okay, so why don't we just do 45 minutes? Yeah, we could. This is just around the similar things I always talk about around focus, mental focus, learning the difference between these sort of training rates. The 18, as I say, it's more powerful. The 20, you need a little bit more freedom and that like hand movement, that type of thing. You feel the more acceleration. And then ultimately, the 22, same again. Just it goes up again, up another notch from what it is. So really simple. There's a 1 minute break in between the 15 minutes. So there is not much time off, enough to wipe the sweat off your brow, wipe the handle, have a quick chug. And then basically we're back into it again. Okay, so we're going to be sweaty by the end of it. We're going to get a good work on. If you've been following along doing these, remember, let's keep pushing those numbers. Let's keep trying to push it down, as low as we can, get good speed. And ultimately, as if you started months ago, go back and, you probably notice what your 20 rating stuff is now. It's probably better than what it was back then. And that's what we're looking for. And if you're just starting out in this, the idea around, so a lot of people, so this is probably going to a very small amount of you, but if you're really new to this and you get on the machine, you see a lot of people and they just sort of rate 24, 26, and they do like 10 or 15 minutes, that's it. And, it's quite zippy back and forward. And I'm not sure why they get into that sort of, it's just what's happened. It's the way that they've done it, over time, get a bit older. So you're trying to hold the splits down because you want to make it look good. And it is hard to get really good splits at 18, okay? But you work so much harder and in such a better zone that what we're trying to achieve, if I draw on a graph, is that 18 starts here and race pace starts here, and we just got to do this big linear curve, okay? So we even though it doesn't, it tapers off towards the end because increase in watts is actually exponential. But the idea is to increase all the way through. So if you're just sitting along at like 26, 28 all the time, like in your training, and you're not actually putting that much pressure in, then you'll find you don't get that much more bang for your buck when you go up, 5 or 6 points in rate to your race pace, okay? And that's what we wanted to do, is you want to get really good speed at low rate, and then the next rate you increase, okay? So that's basically the trend that we're looking for. Okay, so enough of me. Do a couple of minutes of warm up. I've done mine, and then for some reason, maybe I should just start warming up on this as we go. But I do my bit of a warm up before I start having a natter, and then basically I'm like, oh crikey, I'm not feeling it again. I need to warm the body back. I'm sure if I just did 30 seconds of work, I'll be back into the rhythm. That's enough. Nice. Right, okay. So we'll just go in. As I say, if you've got time, let's do all of it. If not, just do one. Let's do two. Whatever you guys see fit. So just go into select workouts, intervals, time, and just change that to 15 minutes. 15 minutes with a 1 minute rest period. Okay? And we're into it. That's it. So, remember our focus. The techniques that we're looking for the things that are going to help us along. All those little incremental pieces of movement, of feeling, that just slowly add up over time. We're going to be working no matter what. And, if you've been doing this for a while, you'll know the feeling on the machine that you've got. The feeling during the time of the week, time of the day. There's so much variation to how you actually feel while you're doing these. And so, whatever time of the day you are right now, if this is normal training time, awesome. Get used to knowing if you do 4 or 5 of these in a week, how you're going to feel towards the end of it. That'll just carry on through the rest of the time while you're doing it. But remember, concept 2, erging on the rowing machine, the #1 full body workout in the world. Okay, it does everything. It works so many muscle groups, so much in the heart and the lungs, it's an amazing piece of kit. So let's go. So the first one, 5 minutes at 18, 10 minutes at 20. Second one's 15 minutes at 20. Third one, if you get through to that, 10 minutes at 20, 5 minutes at 22. So the bulk of the stuff is at 20 rating. Okay. So here we go. So first 5 minutes at 18 rate. Here we go. Ready, row. Gives us time, feel the stretch, the roll forward. Nice and loose. To feel the symmetry. Remember, it's both feet hanging off both arms. And the lats. Good. So sitting tall, feel a stretch in the ankles, the compression. Feel it through the core and the lower back. Yeah, nice and loose. So even though this is a bit slower, still keep focusing that load and the change in direction. As much as possible.
Good. So good push on here. Remember legs are driving the body. Good press. Trying to push the body weight away from the foot stretcher. And we're ready to change. Just a little bit more acceleration. Here we go. Good. Good rhythm. Find your numbers. Just sit on it. Efficiency. Feel that change in direction. Around the front. The load. Nice. That fitness comes from maintaining a rhythm, an effort output for a long period of time. That's what we're doing here. Feel the rhythm, the momentum. Remember, it's working, recover, work, rest, loose, elastic. Focus that front, around the front. movement, easy speed. The core. Nice. So good training intensity. Feel the hang and the swing. Feel the handles just carrying back into that lazy boy position around the back. The rhythm and zone, back and forward. Feel the legs, opening the body. So good focus. Feel the momentum. That's nice. Good push. Remember, push away from the hands. Leave them out long. Through the core, the lower back. Big muscles first. The arms just hanging, holding that weight. Good. Yeah, sitting tall. Good rhythm. Good carry. Yeah, nice and loose. Really good. Yeah, nice. It's a good rhythm. Good relaxation. Getting into a good zone. We're going to get straight back onto it. Probably could have done with less rest, but might have been nice. Nice. Now, if we do all of these, we're well over 10, 11, 12K probably for some of you. So let's figure it out. Let's have a goal, target on what we want to achieve for this one. So if we start to build, this is just constant rhythm. Here we go. Tapping it along. Feel the acceleration. The legs are pushing. We're hanging. It's good. Yeah, nice push. Looking for your split, your numbers, maintaining. Good. Good rhythm. Keep that good pressure. Work. Rest. Good. Hey, old girl. Yeah, so draw the handles to the body. With that accelerated swing. We're just hanging on it. We're not pulling them in. We're hanging them in. That's good. So in the zone. That's good. So focus on that noise, the flywheel, sound that makes. If you're looking at your force curve, second button down on the right, see if it's smooth. Just a nice smooth, not a jagged line. If it's too jagged, we're losing a solid connection all the way through the stroke. Ideally, a hemisphere. As close to a half circle as we can get, but it'll all depend on where your peak force is. So it gives a chance to see where it is. If it's before the middle, could mean that the body's opening up too soon. If it's too far to the right, too late. So have a look, have a technical focus. Figure out how to change it. Yeah. And just keep a focus. So let's feel the stretch, elastic stretch off the back. That's good. Feeling the rhythm. Excuse me. Focus that pressure at this rate. That's the idea. sustainable, but solid. Good flow. Good rhythm. So just dial it in to this zone. Five minutes to go in this set. Good carry. Sitting tall. Heads up. Remember, full body. Big muscles. Little muscles hang. Good carry. Yeah, feeling relaxed. Still getting good work in. Good carry. Feel the compression. Easy. Rolling with the momentum. That's good. Well into the last 500. We focus. Good training pace. Remember, feel the heart. Trying to be efficient. Aerobic. Using the oxygen. This is the fitness zone. Burning fat. Whatever you need. Better for your wellness. Either way. Exercise. Hang. Feel the push. Through the feet. Body swing. Keep the accelerated feeling. Good. So if that's you done, good work. Thanks for tuning in. Otherwise, one more piece to go. Very similar. Might be a little bit more difficult to get it going this one. Good chug of water. So as we get tired, we've got to keep thinking about that acceleration of the body, off the legs. Okay, otherwise we start just going, oh. Okay. It is that opening up speed, the easy speed through the hips. So let's start firming. So we just got a solid 10 at 20 rate, and we go to 22. Here we go. Now, so let's start that acceleration. Back on your numbers. I'll give you 30 seconds. Hopefully you won't need it. Good. Pushing onto it. Okay, length check. Round the front. Changing direction. Roll into the front. Good. Hope you've got a good sweat on like me. That's good rhythm. Nice. Good flow. Feel the push and the swing. Hands come to us. Nice. Good. Doing that acceleration. Keep the focus. It's only 12 minutes to go. In the good zone. Work great. Yeah, nice. Bit dusty here. We're sitting tall. Strong position with the core. Feel the hand. Body weight. That's it. So back into the lazy boy. Good. Good carry. The 10 minutes. 5 more minutes at this. Keep the acceleration. Legs. Not loading too much power. Feel it go down. Speed of the flywheel. Remember, we're not picking it from zero. It's already moving. Adding. Good. Good. Good momentum. Remember, one speed. In and out. Chain takes us forward. That's it. Good. Shake it out. Loose. Under the armpits. That's good. Focus your numbers. Focus the rate. Focus the breathing. No face tension. No tension on the recovery. Switch the knees off. Just let them pop up after the stretch. Same with the chain. Let it pull us forward. We're just feeling loose with it. Good. Feel the feet. They feel the push. Balls of the feet. Symmetrical. Then feel them loose in the shoe through here. They're not pulling us all the way back. A little bit to start. Momentum takes over. Good rhythm. Smooth. One speed. All the way back. No big yank at it or jerk of the body. Everything opening up. Good. So focus the acceleration now because we're about to use it a little bit more. So 22. Now, remember handle speed, in and out. Good. Just focus that acceleration, not a heap of more power. It'll come naturally. Good. More speed. More freedom. Hands. Roll forward. Nice. So keep that push. Change in direction. That's good. Good flow. Hold the rhythm. 3 minutes left. Easy speed. Good focus. Last 2 minutes. Feel that metronome. Press. Accelerate. Nice rhythm. Body swing. Nice holding rhythm. Front again. Last minute. 22 strokes. Sitting tall. Feel a push. Hang. Last 10 seconds. Rhythm. Nice. Excellent stuff. There, everybody. Crikey. Really good sweat on. Good solid training zone. Okay, so that's goal achieved. Okay, 45 minutes of work. It's getting up there. But we did it, had a good intent at that sort of majority 20 rate. Okay, as I talk about, it's quite key to be able to push good numbers low and then to have the increase. Okay, so for the rowing aficionado out there, you're wanting to hit the magical 6 minute number, which is pretty bloody hard, I must say. I find it pretty difficult at the moment, to be fair. You know, that magical 6 minute number that most rowers aspire to, okay? Now, I'm using it as a round number. If you're trying to achieve that, using rough numbers again, but you're training at sort of 2 minutes to 155 at 20 rate, it's going to be really hard to find that increase because it's such a big step for you to get from 155 to 130. Okay, you might say, oh, it's only a 25 second per 500 split. That's a pretty big jump, okay, considering you've only got 15 odd points a rate, maybe a bit more, 14 to 16. Okay, and as I say, yes, you can do 2 seconds odd down low, but once you get up higher, you're only doing 1 second. You know, once you get it past about 136, 2 points of rate starts only giving you like 1 point of speed. So you're gonna fall short. Okay, if you get what I'm meaning. So if you can push that 20 rate, instead of being at 155s down to 150, now you're in a different ball game, okay? And then from there, we look to go down even further. And that just takes time, practice, the focus on the intensity that you're giving, that you're doing to each training set, and that's pretty much the crucial part about it. You know, I talk about intensity, and it's key really, because if you can the lower you can get these splits at this level, the better you'll be at the top stuff when we start working towards it. You know, so when I say we're doing 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, you know, by the time you hit 28, you know, you're sort of starting to get around sort of that 140 mark or lower. And then you're like, awesome, this is good. I'm within sight of trying to hit that 130 split at my sort of 36 rate. Okay, so just using a broad number, but hopefully that explains the reasoning behind the madness of having to do stuff like this. You just have to do it, you know, and you have to keep pushing that number down. So, you know, if we take a snapshot forward, go a month from here now, even 2 months, I'd like to see whatever number you were hitting through here to be a split lower, you know, to be 20 watts higher. Or, yeah, 10 watts, 10, 20 watts higher, whatever you're working on. I'm always using splits. That's what I always talk about. You know, we want that one split faster, you know, and if it is, awesome. Another 2 months down the track, all of a sudden it's 2 splits faster or 3 splits faster or 4 splits faster, depending on like how unfit you've been and, you know, and where you're heading and what else you're doing. So, you know, this is all just bang for our buck. It's money in the bank. I'll use as many adjectives, I guess, as I can. Yeah, just we've got to do this work at this level, which ultimately helps us at that higher end. So, you know, we've done a couple of good training pace ones recently. We've done a couple of good speed ones. We'll probably do some more power strokes soon. And yeah, just mixing it up. You know, we've got to have that variety of everything. You know, we have to split it up. We can't just do this the whole time. Well, you can, but boring as hell, I'll be the first to admit. And so, yes, mixing it up like this is a great way to do it. And then the fast stuff, the fun stuff, yeah, and just having a good whirl, pushing the body. We actually haven't done, and I might have to think about this, and we haven't really done like an anaerobic threshold session for a while. I know a really, really good one, but I don't want to do it because it's so tough. So maybe we might have to do that shortly to really just shunt the body back into action again. So, right, nice going, everybody. I'm off to have some more fluid and a nice hot shower. Right, tune in again. Thanks everyone for subscribing. Keep following. Keep commenting. Love it.